Once you've made your first sale, you'll want to complete the transaction and get paid. That's the whole idea, right? We'll go through the simple process of completing a transaction with your buyer. When the listing ends, the buyer will see a PayPal option on their listing and they can pay immediately without your doing anything. The buyer may also send you a request through eBay for the total on their order. Let's go take a look at how sold listings appear in my eBay. We'll scroll back down and look at sold items. You can speed up the buyer payment process dramatically by having clear shipping costs on the listing prior to sale. So we'll scroll down and take a look at the items that we've recently sold. Sending an invoice is very easy. You would go to my eBay, where we are now, and you would look at the sold link and then look at the individual listings that are here. Any listing that's not yet been paid for, you'll see that the status for payment is not yet indicated. So you can quickly send an invoice by clicking on the Send Invoice link here, or you can send it from the listing page. We'll go ahead and click this. So you'll get a preview of the invoice before you send it out, and you can go ahead and make changes to the shipping costs and the method of shipping here. So down here at the lower section of the invoice, you can change the method of shipping. Let's say instead of wanting first class mail, they wanted priority and they wanted to get an upgrade. We can go ahead and enter in a price for priority mail shipping. And then once you're done entering all the details, you can send a note to your buyer if you want to. And we'll indicate here that a gift card was enclosed and the item will be gift wrapped per your last email. So you can put in some additional notes here as well, and you can copy yourself on the invoice. If your area of the country requires that internet merchants charge sales tax, such as in my state, we definitely have to collect sales tax, you can go ahead and put in the sales tax percentage that you'll be collecting from the buyer. And you can indicate whether tax applies to the shipping and handling or just the subtotal of the merchandise. You can preview the invoice before you send it out. And then once you preview it, make sure it's correct, you can go ahead and send the invoice to your buyer. Now, if you have an international buyer, they're eager to get their shipping costs too. So be sure you click on your sold listings and send an invoice through eBay's secure message system so that the international buyers can also pay you quickly. Once payment shows up in your PayPal account, you'll receive an email from PayPal informing you that the payment has arrived. If payment never arrives, you can also email your buyers. So we'll go to a listing that we've sold and we'll take a look at it. If payment never arrives, we can go to the listing page and we can click on the option Resolve a Problem. Since at least 4 days have to pass from the end of the listing, I can't initiate a dispute with this buyer right now, but eBay offers a dispute resolution service after the 4th day. Now that I've sold the item, if the buyer changes their mind, I can go ahead and cancel the transaction too, as long as there's a mutual agreement between me and the buyer. So I'm going to select this option to show you that you can in fact cancel an eBay transaction if a mistake was made and the buyer no longer wishes to keep the item. So in this case, I'm going to give a reason for wanting to cancel the transaction, which is maybe the buyer and I disagreed over terms and maybe they just felt that they wanted to purchase something different, or they made a mistake or changed their mind. So you can go ahead and put in the reason, and you can put some additional information here. That's a message that the buyer will see, and send a request to cancel the transaction. Once you do that, a case becomes open that you can then see through eBay's Resolution Center. And you can always reach the Resolution Center through the account link on my eBay, and you'll see the case is now here. If the buyer does not respond in the time allotted, you can then close the dispute and you'll receive a refund from eBay for the commission, the final value fee that you paid eBay previously. Using eBay's checkout system is easy, and completing the sale with your buyer is a breeze with the online tools provided by eBay. We're almost done. We still need to pack and ship the order and get it to the buyer. Now that you've been paid, you'll want to move quickly to get the product out and take care that it gets there as swiftly as possible, because you have an eager customer who can't wait to get the item that they've won from you.